Experts say people who are emotionally well have fewer negative emotions and are able to bounce back from difficulties a lot faster. You ask, where do I get me some of that? Well, here to share her philosophies on the matter is Dr. Kelly Rabenstein, licensed psychologist and author of the new book, Psychological Secrets for Emotional Success. And you say it all starts with?
Love.
Love. We all need more of that in our lives, don't we?
Yes.
So why is love so important to having emotional and physical wellness, because
Yes.
that manifests physically too?
Love makes us feel good, and love impacts every relationship that we have, every interaction that we have in our lives, whether it's in your neighborhood, your family, or even the way that you think about people around the world. And without love, we sort of pull up our drawbridges. With love, we can make connections with other people.
A lot of people, though, they stop themselves because they're afraid to open up.
Yes.
Maybe because of past traumas, or that's just not in their DNA.
Yes.
So how would you encourage someone to loosen up a little bit and just give it a try?
The whole book is about, the first part is self-awareness.
Yeah.
So being aware of some of those reasons why you might pull back, because we all have those times and places where we pull back, and we know it. And you know the feeling you get inside, you get a little bit hard. So love is the thing that helps us sort of loosen up and connect with other people. And the fear, you're right, fear, shame, past experiences, that all stops us from connecting.
And how does love kind of cut through just the regular stresses of life? Because sometimes it's hard to be the one from where the love comes to pass it along to your neighborhood and your community and your family and friends, because you're so bogged down by so much stuff.
Yes. So love makes love. You never can run out. I say this in my house and in my work all the time. You really never run out of love. What happens is, sometimes we'll think I'm depleted, I don't know if I can, but it is actually physiological. The neurotransmitters that are released when we love, when we're near someone we love, and even if you look at a picture or watch a show or listen to music, your brain is awash in those great hormones and makes you feel good inside. Then you'll get endorphins, and then as you love, we feel more love. It's sort of a magic trick.
That's interesting. And you mentioned those external things, photos, movies, things like that. Are there any tricks in which to kind of self-infuse just so that you can get yourself out of that funk on your own? Like, you've recognized, okay, I've woken up today, I don't feel great, I don't feel like I have the energy to spread the love. What can I do for myself to bring up my reserves?
So the first thing is mantras always help. If you're familiar with the mantra, so a short little saying that you can say to yourself, and it might sound cheesy, but looking in the mirror and saying, I'm going to have a lot of love today, that's really all it takes.
Yeah.
Even smiling, simple things. There's this idea that I share in my therapy, that if you simply ask yourself the question in your mind, can I have a little help today? Even that, we sort of get filled up with this sort of, hopeful feeling, and then we can take the next step. I'm going to do one thing today to connect with someone else. I'm going to make eye contact with someone that I don't normally, maybe a crossing guard, any small connection. I'm going to listen to a song on the radio this morning, or listen to the people on the radio that I hear every morning, and feel connected to them. That's all it takes. We are wired for connections.
We certainly are. We're very much a pack mentality. We need people around us typically, but when you're also expecting it, let's say you're on the other side and you kind of are expecting it from a certain someone and you're not getting it. How do you change that equation?
Oh, the only thing we can control is ourselves.
Yeah.
So I talk about this a lot in the book. How to have our needs met is one piece.
Yes.
So there's actually a simple equation for getting your needs met. First, you have to know what you want. Sometimes when we're not even sure ourselves, you're not going to get your needs met.
Isn't that the truth?
Because you're not asking, and then you have to ask in a clear way. So
do you recommend writing it down? Do you recommend?
You can, whatever your way is.
Talking it?
Yes.
Yeah.
If some people are better at text than speaking, so however you can get it across in a clear way. And then the third step is expecting that the person will meet your need, or at least try.
Right.
And then just continuing.
Well, I think it's great advice, and I think it's great advice as we head into the holidays, but particularly as we start a new year.
Yes.
So maybe now is a good time that we should start thinking about our mantras,
Yes.
writing things down that we expect in 2023, and also what we expect from ourselves in order to give to others.
Yes.
I think you've given us a wonderful
Thank you.
launching pad. Psychological Secrets for Emotional Success. I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
You can find it wherever books are sold. We'll be right back.